Hello guys, and welcome to the banana server.
Yeah, where everyone rules beside people who are look like a monkey.
Ah!
Shovel the monkey! Shovel it!
Oh, Entschuldigung.
Okay, guys, so
heißen.
yeah, this is the
Anarchy.
new introduction to our server tour. Hooray! Everyone needs to get killed by a mob blaster first before he's allowed to be in the video.
I'm running. I'm
Yeah.
running away.
And yeah, so if you take a look at those compasses right here, they indicate that we are still at our spawn. And there's pretty much nothing left but the Schweinebahn, which reminds us of the old spawn, because we've been working a lot on getting our spawn perimeter done. And what we did is we covered the whole spawn into a gigantic wheat field. And to actually show you the process of doing this, I've captured a lot of stuff with a time lapse, and I actually think before I going to further explain what we are doing or what we did here, let's start off with a time lapse of us reforming and terraforming the whole landscape around here. So see you in a bit.
All right, and we are back on Doc M77 server tour here, and over the last it's the ZipKrowd Servertour. So tell, what is that insanity? Seriously?
Actually, we probably took almost a month of break before we started this year, because we were busy with other projects, for example with our Pirate Bay, but now we actually really got into action again and have been working a lot within the past few days to get out the server tour. And the reason for this wheat field is to make this whole spawn animal proof. So actually there is already a peaceful mob trap in planning, and the wheat field was actually a very nice idea, since it's very easy to convert a dirt or grass layer to wheat by just farmlanding it with a hoe and then place a wheat plant on it. Obviously it takes a while to completely do this with the whole spawn area, but I think it's definitely worth the outcome. Just take a look at it. It looks so incredible, and the sun is rising right now, which will give us a perfect perspective on this.
That is amazing. Here is cool. This walkway is amazing if you stand beside it and kind of look over it, but also from the Schweinebahn, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, from the flyby shots and the time lapse, I guess you can actually see it the best way.
Yeah.
And so the wheat farm land is actually mob spawn proof as well, since it's a transparent block. And the
Look
only
behind
problem
you.
is that it easily happens that someone tramples the crops, and therefore we placed a lot of chests with hose around here. And what we also had to do is actually increase the size of the perimeter by 2 more chunks. The reason for this is, so that's actually, we just figured out that even in those chunks, mobs would be still counted to mob cap if there are in this area, since the spawn is always loaded. And we also got footage of this because, well, originally there was a jungle here. Yep, and we completely got rid of it, and a very crazy move again. We started over there where it was really flat, and well, then we just continued this trench around the spawn and eventually got to a very high jungle. And now we got another 50 double chests of dirt and cobblestone. Hooray! As if we hadn't got enough already.
Woohoo!
Yay!
And so I actually think it looks quite amazing if you see us digging in super speed. So we'll also quickly blend this in. And after that, we will meet up at the perimeter, where we also did a lot of progress.
Alright guys, welcome to the Milky Way server thing. Hey, why are you standing in front of me? Go away, please. Alright, so we are at the perimeter where we built all the witch huts finally, and also put some kind of loot collection system underneath, which does not need to have thousands of hoppers, because we are having huge lag problems already, and we need to get rid of those.
Yep. So let's actually go and check out what we did there. And which direction should we choose? That one. Over there, there's actually a wall of projects I made up. Well, it's just a mock-up, but I wanted to pin down what we are planning for the server here. Not going to take a look at it at the moment, no. So, but let's take a look at which one is the best one to show here. Maybe this one.
Oh, well.
Okay.
Just because you build it?
Yep, exactly. So we actually do see some of those witch farm cells in action at the moment. Interesting. And oh yeah, the mock-up
Wow.
the mock-up doesn't really work very well at the moment. Half of the stuff lands beside the dropper there.
Yeah, well, we'll figure out something.
Yeah, so right now this is already working, but like you see, there are tons of slimes there because this is not filled yet with water, and last but not least, the perimeter is still too small. That's why the edge there is still loaded, and that's why this is working so slowly. But it is already working, and we do have 4 of these in each corner here, and we just finished it pretty much. Therefore, this is why this looks so unfinished, because it just is unfinished. Hooray! But yeah, we definitely wanted to get a new server out, so let's get up and check out the mechanics of this.
That's pretty good that we
It is
choose this one.
unfinished
There's
because it's
some
finished.
railing and stuff. Well, let's get over here. Alright, and here we are. Oh, nice clean look here.
Okay, so let's quickly explain what's going on here. Well, the hopper minecart is going in a circle and collecting the loot from the area in the middle here where those cacti are. And you can see, bam, 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 bam. Sometimes you even get a skeleton there. And the reason why we do have a solid block and snow is actually pretty simple. Some of those witch farms are within slime chunks, and as you know, slimes do spawn in light, and the tiny slimes do even spawn in one high ceilings unless there is a solid block above. So we had to put a solid block above to make this slime spawn proof, so that we don't get eventually a slime on the rail and blocking the cart. And unfortunately, then we can get slime spawns on top. But there's also another fix, and that is just placing 2 layers of snow above. Since this acts like a half slab, you raise your food level a little bit, and therefore it's absolutely spawn proof. And at the same time, it's still low enough so that the hover minecart can collect all the stuff which is down there. And the cacti are simply there for the reason that if a slime spawns on those surfaces here and splits up, so a medium slime can actually still spawn there, those tiny ones will just run into the cacti and die as well. And over here, this is, well, Milky Way's redstone circuit. Actually, I rebuilt it, but he was the creator, the inventor of this. Yeah, maybe you can quickly explain what's happening here.
Yeah, so we got some redstone detection, and there's 2 different types of launching the minecart. The one is when there's loot coming through, and it stops getting looted. We have a short pulse, which will then shoot out the minecart. But if the minecart is empty, it will also trigger via this detector rail over there. Activator rail? Activator rail is that word, I think.
Oddly enough, it actually triggers as well if it goes around those curves.
Yeah, that's because
but,
it's because you built it. It's not doing that on the other side.
Whatever. So the point is that we either want to launch the minecart if it's empty, or if it's empty. So if there's nothing in it from the very beginning, it won't trigger the falling edge detector on this comparator here. So we also launch it just when there's actually nothing in it. And currently, someone is suffocating. Or
No.
He's
That's
dancing
the
on the
cacti.
cactus. Best dance forever.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
this currently gets just sorted into this dropper here, and we are planning to connect all those with an ice stream to the center. The reason why we didn't implement this yet is actually because we need to get some lag and overflow problems at the storage room sorted first. If you just hook this up here, we would have the problem that this would just completely crash the system there. But yeah, so far it's working quite well. Actually, yeah, one thing which we figured out while building this, and we wanted to show it, probably many of you know this already, but for the ones who don't, you can place as many slow layers as you want beside cacti. So you can actually make solid walls adjacent to cacti really easily. And yeah, it looks quite amazing as well. So yeah, just to notice this, and yeah, we can also get a quite cool overview over the current perimeter from here. And although it doesn't look like a lot of stuff happened there. Oh god, no. I intended to go up, but whatever. I just wanted to show you that we actually dug already some more stuff out at the outside. So I will meet you up there and then show you what we did so far. So here we are, and welcome at our temporal CD farm. So many skeletons and creepers around here that you can probably actually get a lot of discs from here. This was actually an ocean before, not a very deep one apparently, but right now it's just a gigantic field for grinding mobs and getting grinded from behind. Over here, this iron bar marks out the actual final size of the perimeter. So this will be 330 by 330 blocks and absolutely be large enough. And yeah, so before we get this done, a lot more digging has to be made. And so far, we already traded the necessary amount of pickaxes for this. Actually, I'm still not quite sure whether we should really dig all this out, but or maybe just bomb some stuff of it away. There are 12 peaks set up around this already. I guess we showed them last time. I don't know, probably not. And they all are giving me haste boost, so that I'm prepared for instant mining all the time when we are around here. Really great. And there is actually one build in this outer area here currently, which we didn't show you yet. And that is something, Panda and Philip developed this, and I also was part of the developing and made some parts of it. And seed and flower farm concepts. Panda is also going to make a video about this. I'm not sure whether it will be out when we do have the server tour up. I hope so, at least. But yeah, so let's check this out. It's really cool and really fast indeed. And yeah, we'll meet you in Nether and then go to the seed and flower farm.
Hei og velkommen til Tube of Jokes nye Minecraft-server. Woo! Og nå med en helt nye blomster- og frøgården. Bare følg med opp disse trinnene. So that was Norwegian. So everyone that knows Norwegian knows what exactly what I just said. If you don't know Norwegian, that's too bad for you. No, just follow up these stairs and we will find the new epic all demolishing
Why is here
seed and
grass?
flower farm.
Here we are, hooray! So this area is the area where the seeds will spawn. Let's actually just turn the machine on and take a look at it while it's running, so you get a better view on what's happening. Yeah, seeds are spawning by a dispenser which fires bone meal, and which pretty much just lets tall grass spread, and the shifting floor here destroys it all very quickly. Below that there are hopper minecarts, and this farm is actually reproducing so quickly that we needed to hook up a lot of hopper minecarts and four parallel hopper item transportation tunnels, pipes, to be able to process everything. And it all will get up here. This glass tube here looks very cool indeed. And it's all stacks of flowers. Let's take a look at the mechanics behind maybe and show you how this farm is working. It's producing around 8 items per second. So, well, obviously most of it is seeds, but there are so many flowers as well that we filled up, I don't know how many double chests by now. And if you wonder where we all got all the seeds for the wheat at the spawn, just got it with the same flower farm over here. So yeah, that's actually the reason why we built it. We needed a lot of seeds for our spawn perimeter. And over here you can see the stuff arriving and getting lifted by the standard glass piston elevator I designed once a while ago. And this is below the farm. Let's actually get a look at it from the side here. Yeah, from over here I guess you can see it the best. Those hopper minecarts shift all the items from the grass blocks into the hopper pipes below here. We couldn't use the hoppers directly since they can't suck out items through a complete block, and also we saved on a lot of hoppers and therefore on a lot of lag with this method here. And those 4 hopper pipes end up in the 2 droppers here at the very end. I hope you can see them at some point. Yeah, over here, where they get shut out into the fence gate to align them to the center and make the item elevator work reliably. Really simple, but at the same time very advanced concepts because it works so well. Panda is going to make a video about it. I'm not sure whether he is including a tutorial, but most of the credits of this design go to him. I actually mainly developed this sorter which sorts the items later on, and this glass elevator here at the end. Actually, let's take a look at it as well. So what happens to the items when they get lifted up? We got an elevator and a ladder here to this stuff zone behind the scenes, and it will guide us through the pipe where all the flowers come out, and actually a video with a flower as well. Yeah.
Oh, my pickaxe!
Oh, you got it?
I managed to get my pickaxe. Yeah.
Yeah, good, because stuff which is arriving here and it's not a not a seed or a flower will not get sorted into any chest, but just despawn. So over here, the incoming item stream is, well, you see, is very many items. Just gets into this spiral kind of water current, and there are hoppers at certain spots, parallel hoppers. This one sorts seeds. This one as well, and actually one hopper can't keep up with the amount of seeds, that's why we needed 2 parallel sorters. The same goes for the yellow flowers, and the red flowers do only need a single sorter, but we still hooked up a second one, I believe. And yeah, so this sorting system here has the advantage that we can have a lot more than just 2.5 items per second as a normal hopper would be able to process parallel, since you can put as many items as you want into this water current here. But there's a slight disadvantage, and that is since the hopper doesn't always grab an item, even if it could be grabbed, since it's, for example, a yellow flower, and this is the yellow flower sorter. When there are so many items slotting above, it can only check pretty much as many items as it can also process, which means that sometimes a yellow flower will get through, and that's also why we hooked this up in a circle, so that it will every time always land into the right hopper eventually after 2 or 3 circles at most. But if you have another item, like the pickaxe, for example, Tube just dropped, it will never ever get sorted into any chest, since we don't have a dump chest at the end, since there is just no end of this water current.
Note, I didn't drop it, banana killed me.
Oh.
Big difference.
That is indeed a big difference.
By accident.
By accident.
Oh,
of course.
By aiming your bow at me and releasing it.
Let's see. Yeah, all those chests are always filled up. We got, I don't know, around 15 double chests in the back. I wonder how much they are already filled up as well. But this thing is definitely producing way too much flowers, since we needed them just for the spawn project, and by now we already have those seeds. So, well, if you need some free seeds, maybe Mojang will add at one point that you can use those seeds to put them into the furnace, just as a very cheap fuel. We would definitely use them up so quickly at the same time again. Oh,
That
this would be
sounds
great.
weird.
Yep. Using flourish. Oh yeah. Actually, this is all we got to show for this server tour. As I said, we just recently started working on the server here again. We took a long break, pretty much.
We have to gold farm actually.
But yeah, that is a good point. There is just one other temporal mock-up we did, and I think it's so cool that we can also show this. We needed gold for the booster rails for all those hopper minecarts, since they need quite a lot of boosters to be running all the time. And since we didn't have any gold anymore from digging, we needed to have a small little gold farm concept, and so we just put up the most simple and fastest derpy thing we could ever think of, but I think it just looks, it doesn't look very cool, but it's just so simple to show and to build up that we want to show it to you. And well, if you need just a lot of gold in very short time without having a lot of time to build up a proper gold farm, you should probably consider building this. So let's take a look. Hey Tube, and welcome to the JL ZipKrowd server.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we just met up at 0, above the nether, and let's take a look above. Over there we see our mock-up zombie pigman farm, and yeah, so I'm going to climb this lever here in super speed. Let's meet you at the top. Hey. And here we are at the top. Hey, Milky Way.
Heyo.
And that is our super complicated and amazing zombie pigman farm. Wow, incredible. So let's just give it a shot.
Alright.
Literally.
Yeah, do it.
You could probably just stay up there, but oh well.
Okay, and let's get up again and do it one more time. So what's happening is that we just put up some hoppers below at a height where all the zombie pigmen will actually die. And as soon as everyone is up and no one else is in the nether, which apparently is the case at the moment because we don't see any spawns. Or just very
There are
few.
some. Yeah, it's kind of slow right now.
Oh,
there's
there,
coming.
now it's coming. Okay,
There
now
we go.
someone left the nether again. Yeah, so the pigmen will actually spawn really quickly, and then you can do the same thing again. You just need a bow and shoot it once, and hope that you hit one of those pigments, and then they will eventually all run into their own death.
Misery.
And I'm assuming that the TNT is for safety reasons.
The TNT
Yes, it is.
has two purposes. First one, no guests can spawn because we blocked all the possible guest spawns. And second, since this is super crap, we'll just eventually get a firebow, shoot at one of those TNTs, and the platform will be gone, and we don't need to tear down the whole platform. Yeah, so there's a 4 byte gap between each TNT blocks.
Actually, there is some weird. Do you see that too? This direction?
Nope, I don't see anything.
Like the second row, like here. This looks weird.
Yeah.
But for me, it looks like it's
Oh,
offset by one.
there's one offset. Yep.
This one is offset, and this one is offset as well, right?
Yeah. So we need to move those one to the left, or
Yeah.
depends on what direction
I
you're
got
facing.
some netherrack on me.
Yeah, but now zombie pigments are spawning because it's too far down. Whatever.
Yeah.
Let's actually
Yeah,
check how many gold we do have at the moment there. It's not really a super quick farm. Definitely not. Oh shit. That went too far. Don't wanna be teleported to the bottom of the ladder. But it took like 5 minutes to build this up, maybe 10, but you know what I mean. Really not a lot, and yeah, I guess all the gold nuggets are just currently being always dragged out as soon as there's something in it. I actually switched to a 64x64 version of the Faithful texture pack, just for testing. I like it a lot. Hey, Pigman. Still can't see, or can barely see the bottom. Yeah, that's the last thing we wanted to show you. Obviously, we are going to replace this with a proper farm, but we just needed like 2 stacks gold, or no, 3 stacks gold for our booster rails, and instead of just grid mining, we tried out this, and it turned out to be actually not too bad. Yeah, next time we will hopefully have lots of more technical stuff to show you. This time was more of a time-lapse episode. And as always, yeah, stay tuned. Although there is a lot of time passing between episodes, that doesn't mean that we are getting this. We are stopping building here. We are just working on huge projects which require a lot of effort. I hope you enjoyed this one. I'm out. Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.